Damage has been reported in portions of Texas and Louisiana as severe weather tore across the region on Tuesday. Powerful storms pummeled communities with high winds and softball-sized hail. Extreme weather has been threatening the South for days, from the southern plains to the Gulf Coast, leaving a 10-year-old Texas girl dead after she was swept away by floodwaters. A dramatic video recorded in College Station, Texas, shows damaging winds and torrential rain slamming the Texas A&M University campus on Tuesday. The video shows winds bending trees as rain appears to be falling sideways. A person can also be seen walking outdoors through the storm. Another intense video shows hail falling during a thunderstorm and slamming into a backyard in Garland, Texas, on Tuesday. Outside of New Orleans, a severe warned storm dropped quarter to golf ball-sized hail in New Iberia. Meteorologists said hail that large could injure people and animals, as well as damage cars and houses. According to storm reports from NOAA's Storm Prediction Center, SPC, softball-sized hail was reported in the city of San Ignacio, Texas. Structural damage was reported outside of Waco, Texas, where several trees were down and roofs were damaged. In rural North Texas, damage was reported to wind turbines and a nearby airport after a severe thunderstorm rolled through. According to meteorologists, most of the damage in the Lone Star State appeared to be straight-line winds and not associated with a tornado. The SPC reported a wind gust of 71 miles per hour was reported near Mandeville, Louisiana, on Tuesday, and trees were snapped along Woolworth Road south of Walnut Hill Elementary / Middle School near the community of Greenwood, Louisiana, from an apparent tornado. Several homes and buildings were damaged Tuesday when a fast-moving storm swept through the town of Jewett. Local officials suspect a tornado touched down, though the National Weather Service has not yet confirmed it. No injuries have been reported. "I'm glad nobody got hurt in Jewett," said Andy Garcia, who lives in town. "When I was at the house, the wind was blowing, my trees were going back and forth, my windows were rattling. That's scary." Twin sisters Zoe and Abby Rickett had only lived in their rental home for about a month when the storm hit. "It was very all of a sudden," Zoe said. "I barely had time to grab Abby. It was so quick. We were just huddled up in a hallway, trying to figure out what was going on." The sisters said they lost part of their roof and windows. They were especially worried about their pets and being unable to reach their parents due to down telephone lines. Collie Williams said he came to check on a friend's house after a call from his friend with the highway department. "A buddy of mine told me it looked like a tornado had just hit Jewett," Williams said. "Just a year and a half ago, a storm came through and took her roof off. It just happened again." Williams said a friend told him the tornado barely tipped down near the flea market and continued past Jewett Cemetery, where large pine trees were reportedly flattened. "The tops off the carports, gone," he said while surveying the damage. City officials have not made any formal announcements, but Williams said he heard FEMA might be contacted. He also noted a roofing company had already been called in to begin temporary repairs on his friend's home. As of Tuesday night, power crews remained on scene. There was no official estimate on when service would be fully restored. The National Weather Service is expected to assess areas in Leon, Robertson, and Milam counties to determine whether a tornado caused the damage.
Jeez.
On Wednesday at 4:02 a.m., the National Weather Service released an updated flood watch in effect until 8 a.m. for Oneida, Seneca, Cayuga, Onondaga, Tompkins, Madison, and Cortland counties. New York City and much of the Northeast are stuck in a rainy pattern this week, with forecasters warning of flash flooding, thunderstorms, and rising river levels. Severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado have led to a tornado warning for parts of Sussex and Warren counties in New Jersey. If you are in shelter, move to a basement or interior room and avoid windows. If you are outdoors or in a vehicle, move to the closest shelter to protect yourself from debris. The National Weather Service is forecasting several rounds of rain and thunderstorms across New York City through Friday. The wet weather is part of a larger low-pressure system stalled over the Tennessee and Ohio valleys, funneling Atlantic moisture into the northeast. Parts of the region, including northeastern Pennsylvania, northern New Jersey, much of New York, and large portions of New England, are under a Level 1 flash flood threat. A separate Level 2 severe thunderstorm risk has been issued for areas including Binghamton, Scranton, Allentown, and the Philadelphia suburbs, where damaging winds and hail are possible. Flood watches have been posted for parts of New York's Hudson Valley, northern Connecticut, and western and central Massachusetts. In addition, the Herkimer Central School District budget hearing scheduled for 6 p.m. has been postponed due to flooding in the area. The district will provide updates when it has been rescheduled, according to officials. From the Storm Tracker 2 weather team, Route 5S is closed between Washington and East Main Streets in Mohawk due to flooding. Flooding has also been seen on RT 291 in Marcy. A crew from the New York State Department of Transportation is currently removing debris to help reduce the flooding. The Utica Police Department has issued a travel advisory. Both the Parkway and Pleasant Street from Mohawk to Genesee Street will be closed due to flooding concerns, the department posted to Facebook. Along Battle Lake Road in Riesel, Central Texas first responders helped rescue a man after his car got swept up by floodwaters on his own property, getting him out just 15 seconds before his car fully submerged. Police and firefighters from Mart, a local constable, deputies with the McLennan County Sheriff's Office, and some of Waco's game wardens all responded to the call, which came in just before 1 p.m. According to officials on scene, the man was trying to drive out of his driveway, which was flooded with water from a nearby creek, when his vehicle got stuck in it and was swept into the creek. The man then called 911, explaining to the dispatcher that he was trapped in his vehicle and that the water was rapidly coming into it, having already reached the seat level. First responders from all over the area rushed to help, working quickly to extract him from the car before it completely submerged and was swept further down the fast-moving creek. Game Warden Craig Hernandez says they initially tried breaking the rear window to pull him out from. That did not work just because the angle of the car and everything, so they ended up breaking the driver's side window and extracting him through the driver's side window. Just seconds later, the car began to be washed downriver, he shared. Hernandez said thanks to their teamwork and everyone's quick thinking, they were able to get him out in about 10 minutes. He says this situation serves as a good reminder to drivers why they should always avoid driving through floodwaters. Our slogan with that always is turn around, don't drown, and in this case it's one of those things of complacency, Hernandez said. It's something that people do over and over and they think that it's safe and they never realize what the water depth is. Hernandez did also share that the driver was taken to Hillcrest to be checked out and is expected to be okay with no major injuries.